Hey, what's up guys? This is BY Gaming, back at it again, and I've got another video for you guys today. This time it's going to be a rant style video slash call out kind of video where I take two offers that I've done in the past for Monsterwood, and I basically break down why they are kind of just completely disingenuous offers, and offers that you should avoid at all costs if you see them. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. But before we begin, I want to please ask that you hit the sub button. We are trying to hit 1,000 subs as soon as we can, and please drop a like on the video if you enjoyed it so that more people can see this. Okay, that being said, let's jump right into it, and the first offer I want to talk about is one called Club Vegas. So this one, I believe, has a 20-something day deadline where you have to complete the offer within 20-something days, and the criteria is that you have to get to level 100. And obviously I want to break down why this is such a bad idea, and why doing this offer in general is most likely going to cost you over $50 despite being advertised as a free offer. So basically, after having played this game for a while, everything was going pretty well. I actually had searched up a lot of tips online. I'd actually joined a club. I was collecting not daily bonuses, actually the hourly bonus at the bottom of the screen here. And, I was betting very conservatively, and unsurprisingly in the beginning, I was winning quite a bit, right? We're talking, millions of coins, like tens of millions of coins even. And I even looked up a lot of tips on Reddit for people who had been doing this for like swag bucks and stuff, and they did say that Mystic Moon was a good one. So I bet on that one relatively conservatively. And, it reached a point where I started losing, right? So I was leveling up rapidly to about level 70, I'd say, or maybe in the high 60s. And then something just changed naturally. Like, it just started taking all of my coins, regardless of how much or how little I bet. I would start to lose again and again and again. And basically, by the time I, hit level 70 or something like that, I had to do my first in-app purchase because I could not get myself off the floor. And the way these games typically work is that in the beginning you level up fast, but the level curve goes really, really high. And before you know it, you need so much experience just to level up once. So basically, if you find yourself in some turmoil where you run out of coins, there was almost no chance that you are going to be able to recover from that without actually doing an in-app purchase. Because basically what's going to happen is you'll be betting super conservatively because you'll have like no coins left. But because you're betting so little, you get like no experience, right? And so you're basically at a stalemate until you do an in-app purchase. And obviously doing one wasn't enough, right? After doing enough spins, I basically lost the coins again. I had to buy something else. And then obviously I had to do that like probably one more time after that just to get through this. So I guess the verdict is, and I'm not going to show you any gameplay because number one, it's going to be somewhat laggy on the computer. And number two, or on my MacBook here. And number two, it's just I don't have access to these games anymore because I deleted this app long ago, like a few months ago when I'd done the offer. And I'm not about to play through it again just to show you guys. I just want you guys to take my word for it, or maybe don't, and just test it out for yourselves so that maybe we can all learn something as a community here. But yeah, that's the first game I want to cover, Club Vegas. Do not do this offer because unless they changed it and they tweaked it and they made the payouts a lot better and a lot more frequent, this one is not possible for free, right? I think you're going to have to spend at least $50 to do this one if you want to get to level 100. The level curves are insane, and after around level 70 or so, the probability just magically goes down, right? So you just magically find yourself winning a bunch, and then you just start losing rapidly. So yeah, this one, definitely not a free offer. So if you see it, avoid it. That's the verdict on this one. So the second one I want to talk about is Slots of Vegas. Now, I actually, considering, the names were somewhat similar, I was actually curious if these were from the same developer, and already we see some pop-ups because they just want to entice you to buy stuff. Pretty typical of these games, and I've played a lot of them, trust me, right? Primarily for Monster Legends because they give out a lot of gems, but man, I'm getting tired of these. But yeah, back on topic, basically, this one, the goal is to get to level 40, right? And typically you can tell by looking at the amount of time they give you to do these offers, it's obviously not always consistent, because the ones I talked about before, the Billionaire Casino and stuff, that could be finished in a single day, and they do give you almost a month to do that one. But this one, they give you, almost a month to do this one for a reason. I think it's over 21 days or something. I'm not entirely sure. It might have been 20 days, something like that. But this is one I've done a little bit more recently, and the goal is to get to level 40 in this one. And the reason why this one was initially kind of enticing is because, well, I was like, level 40 is actually kind of decent, right? Every other one I've done has required like level 70, level 100, and, some crazy high number, right? Even, especially with like Billionaire Casino and stuff like that. And, you're used to seeing such higher numbers, so you think, level 40 might not be so bad. But again, this one has a similar mechanic. And obviously, I thought that they were related, but interestingly enough, they are not by the same developer. But it's, typically the same kind of scheme here, which is that they give you a lot of starting coins. I think it was like 50 million coins or something like that. They give you some bonuses here and there. But, and you'll level up. You'll keep winning up until level 20 something. I think like level 22 or something like that. That's where things started to kind of take a turn. And I was at like 400 million coins at that point. And it started to vanish, no matter how conservative I was, I just started losing the coins. And then before I knew it, I had to do an in-app purchase. And obviously that led to another one, and then another one. And obviously once I was a few in-app purchases deep, I could not just let it go. I was like, nah, I have to finish this now. And the sunk cost bias could be really, really, really toxic. But they kind of count on it in these kinds of games. And this one, basically, regardless of whatever one, I played on like Luxury Lady, I think, most of the time. Mystic Mermaid. Did I play in Mystic Mermaid? Actually, no, it wasn't that one. So the Luxury Lady was the first one, like the initial starting game that they give you. And then later, when I unlocked some other ones, I played those. It wasn't unlocking, I think. I think you can play most of these, it looks like, even from the beginning. But yeah, I tried a lot of them, and it's all just the same. You end up losing. But the ones that I had some success with were Trident, Wealth, and Genie of Lamp, I believe. And I did play the Pompeii Volcano one a couple of times, and the Pyramid Treasure. But in general, it's all the same. And I think Year of the Pig actually was the one I finished on. Or was it something else? I'm not entirely sure, but it was basically... No, this one. This one right here. Dual Food, Dual Show, however you pronounce that. This one was the one I actually had some success with at the end. But obviously, this was after having to pay my way through the game. And basically, after level 20-something, the leveling curve became so darn slow. So for the first day, I got up to, within the first few hours, we're talking level 20-something, right? And then for the next few days, I was lucky if I leveled up once. And I think near like the mid to high 30s, I had to basically cave in and do some in-app purchases, because the curves got so steep that it was like leveling up once every 3 days. And that's if I was actually being diligent. It wasn't like I was, not trying to complete these offers. I was actually leaving my phone on and trying to do other stuff, and it just would not happen. And again, just like with the other one, the amount of EXP you get towards your level up depends on how much you bet. And if you run out of coins by the time you're into the 30s, into your 30s before the levels, you can spend millions of coins and barely move this meter. So it's like if you run out of coins, it's like you have to really play conservative. But then, like, if the more conservative you are with the bets, the less you actually win. The less you level up, the slower you level up. And obviously that causes some huge problems. So once you're at a stalemate and you're kind of stuck there, you basically have no choice but to do in-app purchases. So this one is kind of similar. It seems like there's some kind of, precursor in these games that's built in that kind of just, lets you win in the beginning, and then just the algorithm really tightens up around certain levels, which make it more likely that you'll drain all the coins, or I would rather say inevitable, because I steadfastly believe that these two offers are not completable without paying a good deal of money. Like, it's not common. It's not uncommon to see that, to see those slot games that cost money to finish when it comes to the Monsterwood offers, right? But these ones are especially bad, and that's why I wanted to designate them, so that you guys watching these videos do not have to do what I did and spend a bunch of money on these games and really, really regret it after. Because I can promise you that as soon as I finished these offers, I deleted these games off my phone, and I was like, good riddance. So yeah, these offers, not even together, I think separately, I would be willing to bet you have to spend around $50 on these offers, something like that. Maybe more, who knows? But that's assuming that they're the same as when I first played them. They could have changed, but again, I would I wouldn't really even start these offers, because the more you start it, the more likely you're going to actually try to finish it. And that's really how they get you, is because once you're too far in, and obviously by the time you've done your first in-app purchase, you've already gone in too deep and you've invested, and you're most likely going to keep paying them money until you finish. So yeah, that's my verdict. I've reiterated way too many times already, but do not play Club Vegas. Do not do Slots Vegas. These two offers, they may pay good, amounts of gems for Monster Legends, but there's a reason for that, right? So yeah, I found that true slot offers that can be completed for free, even if they're listed as such, are pretty darn rare in this game. So please be aware of these two offers, and if you see them, do not start them. So that's my rant. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, if you liked it, please drop a like, please subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.